What does it really mean to give? We all kind of think we know, right? But today, we're going to look at a story that might just change your mind about what real charity is. And spoiler alert, it has almost nothing to do with how much money is in your wallet.
So, let me ask you something. Think for a second. What's the most meaningful gift you've ever given? And I'm not talking about the priciest one. I mean, the one that really, truly came from the heart. Got it? Okay, hang on to that feeling, because it's pretty much the key to this whole thing. See, that feeling? That's the core of what charity's all about. It's so much more than just, writing a big check. It's about the simple desire to help someone. And that amazing feeling, that little bit of joy you get back. It could be giving your time, a kind word, or, even something you really, really treasure. And to show you exactly what I mean, I want to tell you a story. It's a really simple one, actually, about a little boy named Heber and a gift that totally changed his perspective on everything. Now, you got to understand, Heber and his mom, they didn't have much. They were very poor. And knowing this is super important because it makes the gift he gets and the choice he makes later so much more powerful. I mean, life for them was tough, really tough. Some nights they'd go to bed hungry. Other nights they'd be shivering because they couldn't afford to keep the house warm. So for Heber's birthday, his mom did something incredible. She took all these little scraps of fabric that she'd been saving up for who knows how long, and she stitched them together into a brand new coat for him. I mean, can you just imagine the love that went into every single one of those stitches? And Heber, he was just over the moon. To him, this was the best coat in the entire world. It was warm, it was new, and it was made just for him by his mom. He was so grateful. Okay, so fast forward a few weeks. Heber's out, feeling great in his new coat when he sees something that just stops him cold. There's another boy, about his age, huddled up against a wall, crying in the freezing snow. And this boy? Well, he was in a much worse spot than Heber. His clothes were all torn and thin, and this is the part that gets me. He didn't even have shoes on, just standing there in the snow, shivering. So what does Heber do? He sees his kid, sees how desperate he is, and almost without even thinking about it, he takes off his beautiful, warm, brand new coat, his favorite thing in the world, and just gives it to him. And this right here is where the story gets really interesting. Because it's not just that he gave something away, it's what he chose to give. So later that day, Heber's mom sees him outside, but he's wearing his old, worn-out coat again. The new one is nowhere to be seen. Naturally, she's confused. She comes over and asks him, "Hey, what happened to your birthday present?" Heber explains what happened, how he gave it to a boy who was cold, and his mom asks this question, a totally logical question that honestly most of us would probably ask, but couldn't you have just given him your old coat? But then she looked at her son's face, and in that instant, she understood. And with tears in her eyes, she just whispered, "Of course you couldn't, Heber. Of course you couldn't." She got it. She understood everything in that one moment. See, real charity isn't about giving away the stuff we don't want anymore, our leftovers, our cast-offs. Heber could have given the boy his old coat, but that wouldn't have been the same. Instead, he gave him his best. He gave something that truly mattered to him. So, okay, great story. But what does it mean for us, right? Well, it's a powerful reminder that you don't need to be rich to be charitable. Not at all. Real giving starts with these small acts of kindness that come straight from the heart. That feeling that made Heber give away his coat, that's compassion. It's that little pang of sympathy and kindness you feel when you see someone hurting, and it's the thing that makes you want to step in and help. That feeling, that's the real engine behind charity. And the best part is you can practice this kind of charity every single day. Seriously, it could be as simple as donating clothes you don't wear anymore, or helping a neighbor carry in their groceries, maybe bringing some pet food to an animal shelter, or putting together a food basket for a family that's struggling, even just saving up your spare change to donate. Every single one of those acts counts, a lot.
It all brings us back to this incredible quote from Anne Frank. No one has ever become poor by giving. Think about it. Heber gave away the most precious thing he owned, but was he poorer for it? No way. He was richer. He got joy. He got purpose. So I'll leave you with this to think about. What's your new coat? What's something precious you have to offer, and who could you give it to today?